Hey, welcome back to another episode of Johnscryptotherapy. On today's episode, we're going to look at a trade that I took and how it's going, how I trade, what I look at for reversals, and how do I hedge the markets if I'm already in profits, and what do I do after that, okay? So this is special because we talked about this pattern we were looking at. I told you guys it was a head and shoulders for all those that did follow my instructions in my videos or just took the education behind it, and of course you put your own twist to your trading, because remember, trading is about having fun. It's about finding a balance in your trading style, also following someone else's trading style that does work. This is proven. I've been trading for a long period of time. My track records speak for itself. I love trading, and this is why I come into this world to teach as much as I can, because I truly do want to change as much lives as I can. I love that passion. I love that thriving moment of seeing sparkles in someone's eyes to say, hey, look, you know, you could do it too. We have this beautiful head and shoulders, and of course we had this ascending triangle, okay? Ascending triangle was a perfect move. We were looking for a divergence, okay? This is why I try to explain it as much as I can. I wanted to see a divergence right here. If we did get that peak divergence, I would have put a sell order right away and looked to buy exactly at the bottom of this trend line, okay? So this trend line would have given me confirmation, but that did not happen. And this is why being a proactive trader, someone that is active in your trading patterns and your charts, sometimes you understand you need a buying position and of course a selling position, just so you're ready in case anything does happen. News can affect this at any time, and this is why we try to hedge the market or put our stop loss and try to prevent us from losing a ton of money. But right now this trade is pitch perfect, and we're going to talk about it. And what it's important about this trade is the ideology behind why we got into it, okay guys? So roughly around this level, this is where I got in, roughly around 0.00280. That's exactly where I got into the market. A beautiful pattern that I teach in my course, this pocket right here, and we already hit our first take profit. I want to show you how I define my profit levels. I don't just look left, guys. That is a great strategy if you're new to trading. There is a lot of ways to find your take profits, but when it's clunky and it's going sideways, the better use is to use your Fibonacci retracements or use your pivots and find those levels that are hidden within the charts that might not be seen with the naked eye. Why do I like naked trading? It's very simple. You don't need too much instruments, and you keep your charts really clean. I draw a lot just to express what I'm trying to show, but I don't need all those lines because I can see the patterns without really drawing it out. So we're going to talk about this. This is really cool, and I'm going to go to a lower time frame just to show you guys some cool stuff. So when it comes to take profits, this is what I like to do. I do want to do a Fibonacci course for you guys as well. I do want to give back as much as I can, but for today's purpose, I want to show you where I'm going to put my levels for my take profits and how to do this the right way. So first, we're going to go to our fib retracement right here. We're going to go from A all the way to the B mark, all the way to the bottom, guys. So we just went from A to the B. We're looking for the C retracement in case we are looking for it to go back down. This is just a pullback of this whole move, and we're trying to see where the retracement can go. So what I want to do is highlight these key levels, because these levels are going to act as resistance. That means that we can of course see a reversal roughly around these levels. Just for that purpose, I put it in. Now I have those levels and I take away the Fibonacci. That's all I needed it for, okay guys? I don't need it to distract me or anything like that. I just need it for that purpose. And now we're gonna look at the pivots, daily pivots, and we did put it to the weekly. I like the weekly because the bigger pivots mean bigger volumes, bigger sells, bigger buys. And when I do that and I pop it onto the charts, oh cool, look at this, guys. This is not a coincidence. To all those that believe this is a coincidence, first of all, trading is not about just guessing, guys. There's a lot of education behind it. Why do you think there is a lot of professional traders and they make a living out of this? Okay, they make a living out of this because you can. Look, you can, absolutely. I believe in that, and I can show you guys that it is absolutely in the books, okay? The reasons why we use this as my first take profit, I just wanted to come on the computer and tell you guys this because I did take some profits. Really happy with the profits. Of course, I am still aiming to the top right here, but I'm going to be talking about why it's important to take your profits. First of all, we have two levels in the market right here that are blind to your eyes. If you did not put the Fibonacci retracements, if you did not put your pivots, you would not know this is a key level of reversals. Now I got multiple confluences. Looking left, of course, you can try to nitpick and find those levels, but right here, I just found it really quick, really easy, took my profits, and now I'm on to the next show. So the next show means the next level, the next area I'm looking to take profit. So if I really wanted to, this could be my take profit 2. And if this is my take profit 2, I could do the top for take profit 3. But just to tell you guys, sometimes it's not good going all the way to the top, because there is going to be a lot of sell walls or selling happening roughly around this level. So maybe my third take profit, I could try to aim it a little bit lower and just go for this right here. Just take as much as I can and get away from the market just to be safe, and let it give me another pattern, another structure before I get back into it once again. Okay guys, that's the simplicity of trading. So just for that purpose, the pivots are hit, we're really good. And the other thing I wanted to talk to you guys, why is this important? Sometimes you guys really have to know this. You don't have to go for the full take profits. You don't have to do this and look for the full take profits, because if you do that, you're technically missing out on the possibility of what happens if it reverses. Sometimes the best thing to do is just go straight to the right shoulder instead of the left. This is the left, this is the right shoulder. I could just use the right shoulder, guys. I could just do this. And if I do this and I go like that, then maybe that makes more sense to the chart and where it's landing. Because this is landing at a key level right here, that makes more sense to me to take my third take profit, or roughly around that level, before we do have a key reversal. Okay, so we are going to be talking about a lot of key things, and if you are looking to get into another trade, don't worry guys, there's a lot of opportunities. We could see a lot of wick rejections, we could see a lot of price action falling back before we start to roll to the upside. Look, Bitcoin is at the bottom of the channel, and that channel is holding really well. So because that's holding, that's giving us confirmation maybe this can bounce, and then we can see that final push. So please don't be nervous. Trading is super easy when you know what to do and you're following someone that can lead you in the right way. This trade is actually right here, risk to reward 3.29. I always tell a lot of my students, make sure you take a trade that's at least 2 to 1 of that nature. Okay, you do not want to take a trade too often that's 1 to 1. If it's a high probability and you know what to do when it comes to trading, sure, take the trade. But if it's not because of that and you don't know what you're doing, at least try 2 to 1, because even if you win 50 and lose 50, you're still making profits at the end of the year. And that's what we're here to do. Okay guys, we're trying to make profits. So let's zoom into this and see what we could see maybe on the hourly chart. So this is what I like to do when it comes to trading. So let's take a look at this right here. We could do a trend line like this. You know what, that's a little bit too far away. I want to get a little aggressive. The reasons why, I want to cut the market out and try to give me the squeeze that I'm looking for. Right here we do have another ascending triangle. This ascending triangle is giving confirmation. If it does break to the downside, guys, look at this. If it does break to the downside, look right away and start to buy your positions, or look for your entries, or whatever entries you're looking for in this bottom section before we see that bounce off to the upside. If we break down this small aggressive trend line, does not mean we're done. This is just a small aggressive trend line. Once again, the bigger trend line, if you're trying to draw it out, should be like something like this. So if it breaks this trend line and the zone, then we could look to start to sell, and that itself is another position, another structure we'll talk about in a different video. Just for this purpose, that's what we're looking for. And if it does break to the top side, look at how cool that is. That is going exactly to where we have positioned. Guys, this is rough estimate, but it's very close. So when I look at the right shoulder, once again, it is very similar to the exact fulfillment of the big right shoulder. So that's showing me a smaller pattern, giving me the same confluence as the bigger pattern, and that's what you need to do in trading. Find confluences in the market and make structural values that make a lot of sense. The cool thing is there was a lot of trades here. I did not want to do scalping this week. I was just busy with a lot of stuff going on in my life with family and friends, and I'm really happy, and I just want to say I'm in such a good place, and hopefully everyone that's watching this video, I truly do mean this from the bottom of my heart. I wish everyone nothing but the best, and I want to make sure everyone is healthy and doing well. If you do have any questions, please ask away. I try to give as much as I can for the community, because I truly do believe in this community, and I know we're going to explode very soon. So now when it comes to RSIs and divergence, this is the real cool part. This is where your focus levels will make you profits. I'm going to show you guys a lot of trades right here. If you taken these trades, you would have made profits. I'll tell you why. And there is a lot of divergence right here. If you guys listened or watched my divergence video in the past, you would know there's a lot of trades that needed to be happening right here. Okay, let's take a look at this, and I'll try to explain as much as I can right now. So right here we do have two peaks in the market. very similar in shape. Yes, it could be a double top. Yes, price did fall. The reasons why price did fall could be the double top, but also guys, we need to put in our line graph. When we put in our line graph, we can kind of see what is happening in price. We see prices going higher, and right here price is technically going lower. So the value is showing me there is a key divergence. When we look at that key divergence, what did it force us to do? It actually forced us to drop in value. Once it came back in, what do you think happened here? Remember, as much as I said, a lot of my students and my past students and my future students already know that I already got into a trade here. So that means they're looking and hunting for more opportunities for us to get that price reversal to the upside. And this is why it's important. Sometimes don't rush your trades. Understand there's going to be opportunities for you to get into the market. If this does break, I could look for a short sell. Even though the overall sentiment for me is a buy right here, and we're looking for our reversals and we're looking for the tops roughly around this level, does not mean I cannot do a small trade to the downside. Absolutely, I can do that. I can hedge my trade. And this is why a lot of traders get confused. They say, how are you buying and selling at the same time? Guys, the bigger picture is still going while I can hedge the small trade and make as much as I can. Me reaching 1 billion is just a testimony on what is possible when it comes to trading, guys. And now I am on the road for 2 billion tokens, and we'll see how that goes. Everything is looking good, and I just want this to complete the right way. So the other thing I'm going to be doing is going to a lower time frame and showing you more exclusive stuff on what you could do to get into the trade a little bit earlier, guys. So this is really cool. So let's go into the 15-minute right here. So when we look at the 15-minute, we have to draw a different pattern, a different idea if you really wanted to. I like this pattern. I'm going to keep it for now. We could look for another smaller pattern in this position. So right here, we do have a channel formation. On the lower time frame, I really don't worry too much about this breakout, knowing that it's in the same defined rules and laws and the zones. I'm totally fine with that. That's another course. That's another thing that I talk about. But right here, guys, you could see this channel has been playing off really well. Just for one time, it did pop off. Right here, guys, we're coming back down. So that means as a pro trader or as someone that's looking to get into the market, what I could look to do is look for my positions right here, but I know there is a lot of wick rejections right here and also right there. So that means, you know, I could get faked out, then it could push back up. So if I am getting into a trade here, sometimes I might not even put a stop loss. I will wait for that trade. Even if it wicks me out, that's okay. I'm going to take full profits right here. Reasons why this is still a sell wall, and we don't know it's broken until technically it is broken. Once it's broken, retest of structure, confirmation that it is a platform we can step on, and of course prices will start to go up. The cool thing about divergence in general, and I want to talk to you guys about this once again, is it's very clear on where it is located. First of all, draw your zones, find your peaks, find your definitions of higher highs and higher lows. Right here, guys, we do have a volume going down, but look at this. We have price going up. And of course, if you waited patiently, wait for the entry back into the channel before you take a trade. Reasons why this could have been a bounce and we could have seen price out. If you waited for the break below, you would have caught that trade to the downside and made a tremendous gain right there. The other cool thing is, just like this, guys, we explained this before, we have another key divergence right on the top from here to there. And you guys can see the price is going lower slightly, and this is going higher, another move to the downside. So now what you could do is look for another divergence, look for some confirmations before you enter the trade. But right now, as much as we want to see it, I try to break it down as much as I can. We went to the 4 hour, we had a bigger pattern. We took note of the Fibonacci retracements and also the pivots. And now we're going to take notes with the Ichimoku on the higher time frame as well. On the 1 hour, we do have this ascending triangle. And of course, on the 15-minute, we do have this channel formation going to the upside. This did break out. That's totally fine. We're still in the same realms. We're still making higher highs. The peaks are still good. And this is another confirmation that I'm looking to take another trade. Remember, the overall sentiment right here is for me to buy. And if I'm going against a trend, it is a little bit risky. But if you're a pro trader, go for it. You know what to do. And remember, guys, it's not financial advice. This is just for education. If you do like what I'm providing, guys, please do me a solid favor. Please make sure to like, share, and subscribe. I'm here for the community, and I want to see you guys grow. Let's go into the 4 hour real quick, and I want to show you something looking real cool. All right, so the 4-hour, if you want to do multiple time frame confluences, so what I like to do is put my Ichimoku on, and for my Ichimoku, look at how cool this is, guys. I always try to explain it as much as I can. This is green on the 4-hour. Now, when I go to the 1-hour, look at this as well. It is still green. That is giving me double confirmation, double time frame confirmation. This is still a bullish trend. That alone speaks volume. That is giving me confirmation that yes, we still have momentum to go to the upside. Once it reaches roughly around 0.0030, a great number, a great even number, we are going to see a sell, and that's where I'm going to be looking to get a short sell to the downside. Hopefully you do enjoy this video. This is just a quick analysis. I just took my first take profit. I said to myself, you know what? It's time that I show the community what to do because I want to see you guys grow. If you do enjoy it, once again, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Please put a comment down below. I would love to hear your experience as a trader and what you guys are doing differently. And also if these videos are helping you guys tremendously. If it is, please let me know because I want to help as much as I can. Thank you so much. Take it easy and John out. Peace.